This is Get Some Sun Season 7, where we share all these wonderful travel stories and adventures by some of India's well-known travel experts. Joining us today is Anuradha Goyal from indetails.com. She is an innovator, social media influencer, a fantastic author, travel author, a speaker, and an award-winning travel blogger. Listen in. All right, let's take it international, and it's over to you to handpick another wonder of the world that you absolutely love.
Okay, let me take you to Jordan and to one of the very famous UNESCO World Heritage Sites called Petra. Now, this is a 3rd century BCE city, and it's a city in the stone. So there is again a rocky outgrowth in which the caves were carved. And people lived there. Bedouin tribes lived there. In fact, they lived till about few decades ago. They used to live there till they were asked to vacate so that it can be converted into a tourism attraction. And they still continue to work there, so most shops inside and most, the camels and horses and everything is run by them. I mean, they still run all the services there. So what fascinates me, it's a huge site. There are some fascinating facades, but when I compare them to something like Ajanta and Ellora, they sound rather simple. They look beautiful, but they're rather simpler version of what we have in India. And they're just facades. So inside the caves are all plain and simple. But what is interesting is that they have made caves throughout the rocky outgrowth, and this is where the whole city lives. And again, we can link it to Mandu that I described you. Yeah. This place has again a beautiful water management system. So there is a small seek that you go through. It's a narrow opening, a natural opening between two rocks. You go through it to enter the main site of Petra. And if you are curious enough, and if you look around, on both sides you will find two pipelines, two narrow streams running.
Okay.
One was for drinking water, one was for water which is for normal use. And this water management would have actually enabled living in that rocky city, which again gets very less water. They get even lesser water in terms of rainwater.
Right.
So to me that's fascinating, and of course the fact that even if you're living in a cave, you make it look beautiful. You make it look inviting. You make it look as if anybody who's passing by your city finds it fascinating even after 2,400 years.
Yeah.
And these water channels, they're still the water still runs through them and goes inside the city.
Okay. Wow. That's one place I'd love to visit, and I've got friends who are half Jordanese and stuff, and they've been there every single year, and they're like, oh my God, this is something that you really, really need to visit at least once in your lifetime. And certainly talking to you about it has piqued my interest one more time. Thanks so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you for joining us on Detours. You can also join us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Our handle is Indetails, INDITALES. See you soon.